to love someone can be explained in many different ways. One way being that their guarantee of their safety, the fulfillment of their heart, means way more to you than the satisfaction of your ego. There's so many different types of love, right? The message that's coming through here truly is different. One's for divine feminine, one's for divine masculine. Divine feminine, you were never meant to self-sacrifice. You were never meant to sacrifice yourself, any part of you, to try to fill the void that someone else has missing in them. That's their job to do. Just as it's your job to find your love within you, to find that space within you where you can truly begin to love yourself and see yourself through the eyes of divine, who you truly are at your core, where your heart actually desires. And your heart does not desire you to be unhealthily attached to someone who cannot give to you, no matter how much you see in them the higher vision. You can hold faith for them on their journey, for them to healthily heal through what they need to and find their alignment, but you don't hold on to that to such a way that you're attached to it and you're waiting for it to happen, for it to bring you some kind of validation or fulfillment, because you deserve better than that. So you face yourself and you give yourself better, and you accept nothing less than better, right? Because you're in your divine alignment. That's truly when you are in your heart space. That doesn't mean you block yourself off from your heart. You accept your feelings. You accept, okay, you know what, I do love him or her or them, whatever. But that doesn't mean that it's enough. Yeah, love is a two-way thing. You come together. Sacred union it's not just love. You know, you're come to the masculine. There's a message for divine masculine. We'll come to that. Your kingdom spouse is not here to fulfill some kind of humanly constrained and restricted, programmed fairy tale. You can find that in many different people, many different things, despite society trying to make you think that, oh, it's once in a lifetime. No, it's not. Once in a lifetime is the person here who's truly there to make you face yourself, and not through abuse and mistreatment. I want to make that clear. I'm not talking about karmic, kind of unhealthy, toxic karmic connections. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the one who shows you that, my God, are you full of so much divine light, so much divine love. And so you force your way through your shadows. You fight through those fires and you rise through them. So you finally see yourself and treat yourself accordingly, okay? The message for the divine masculine as well is coming through. You were never meant to be clamped down into your lower 3 chakras. You're never meant to be stuck in oppression, and I'm talking about oppression of the soul, the lust, the greed, the power and control struggles. That was never meant to be your, that's not your guiding light. That's not your North Star. That's not your way home. That's the devil on the shoulder. The devil on the shoulder can come through temptation, yes, but it can also come through distraction. It can come through, actually, this is easier. This is the quicker way, or whatever it is, right? I feel like there's a really powerful message here. Clearly someone needs to hear this, but I'm not sure what's going to come through for tarot, I'll be honest. But it's just kind of this energy of learning love within you and understanding that sacred union is literally the bond of 2 souls, or 1 soul if you so believe it, coming back together. It's powerful. You have a purpose to fulfill, not just, a void to fill within you. You've known that. Maybe with each other, maybe with whoever, anyone else, but that's not what this is. You've had to learn how to heal through that confusion, to find fulfillment for yourself. You love another because yes, what I said at the beginning, but it's also you understanding the fulfillment of your own heart, the guarantee of your own safety. You find that in the alchemy of your yin and yang, remember? You accept nothing less. Everyone has their struggles, truly, everyone has their struggles. So you hold space for that, you honour that. Because it takes healing, and if someone's dedicated to their healing, then that's what matters, right? Yeah, I'm seeing this. There's a walking away from being stuck in these ways. It's almost like waiting patiently, but for what? If you know me, you watch me regularly, you'll know that I don't advocate for waiting. I advocate for holding faith for divine timing and honouring what you are being guided to do, the actions you are being guided to take, not for someone else or for the purpose of someone else to be in your life, but for you. That's something that also happens. Sometimes you can see a goal and you want it, so you'll do whatever you can to get to that goal, but actually, as you go along it, what truly happens is you understand that it was not about the goal all along, it was about who you were becoming by taking those actions and those steps, and things change. Like the heaviness that you felt, 10 of Swords, it changes, like it becomes lighter, so you don't feel like you're putting so much pressure and expectation on that goal. And it lightens the load of the person as well, because I'm specifically talking about when you see a person. 6 of Cups and the King of Wands. I'm hearing that someone's transitioning from the, because we've got the Knight of Wands there. Now we've got the King of Wands. Someone's really moving away. I think that they've been stuck on, there's something they've been stuck on. It could be that energy that I was talking about, you know, that oppression of the soul. But someone's truly transitioning. You've got 6 here as well. Maybe, and that 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Maybe they truly are, maybe they're travelling, but I think that someone's wanting to level up here. They're understanding. That's why it's, oh my God, the 2 of Cups. Yeah, they're understanding. I think there's finally movement for someone. Strength as well. But actually, as you move on, as you move forward, it also means you don't just quickly close that cycle and it's done. It takes a while. You have to honour that. Sometimes there's a grieving process for people, but other times it's really just honouring you're not that person anymore, and those people or those situations are just not aligned anymore. And it's like sometimes some people can be so stuck on something, they're so forced something to be theirs, and it's like all along divine's literally waiting for you to see the light, so you can, you know, I'm hearing ding ding ding, seeing the light bulbs coming on, so you can finally accept what they want to give you, the true divine gift. Truly, this has not come easy for someone, you know, honouring their true divine path. I think that they've been, not only have they had restrictions placed on them externally that they've wanted to just remove for so long, they also, yeah, look at that, 10 of Wands and the Devil. They also, I said that, didn't I? The Devil on the shoulder. They've also themselves been falling into, I'm seeing like literally there's a pit and they keep falling into it every time. It's a struggle that they're really honouring. And another thing to remember with that is, you know, they're connected to the collective healing process. So what they're doing has ripple effects that they can't see. This is why the energy is powerful. Okay. Yeah, the Chariot. Every time they wanted to move forward, they were still carrying this weight. Okay, so it's like breaking free from all of the conditioning, okay? That is what's happening for somebody. But I think it's been to such a degree that I don't think they realised it. And I honestly feel like it's that energy that was coming through, that energy of the lower 3 chakras, like clamping down on that. You know, got all this, got the Knight of Wands, King of Wands, the Ace of Wands has come out. So someone wants to do this differently. They want to honour their sacred energy differently. Instead of it being dictated to them and, you know, like the way that your brain can be, like you can fry your brain with some of the things that society will have you addicted to. Okay, and I think that's not something that's easy to unlearn, or even just don't forget your bodily responses are connected to that. That's where that attachment can come from. The Emperor. The Emperor. Yeah. So it's that divine masculine energy within. Eight of Pentacles. Someone's really working to get to this throne, to feel like they're worthy of that crown kind of thing, the seat that they want to take. They're being called to take, I should say. I think it's taken a while for them to understand this. This is similar to an energy I was coming through yesterday. There's something to do with, got the Ace of Cups here though, the Star, 6 of Wands, good. There's they have had a lot of temptations. They've fallen into those pits that I was talking about. It's been in yeah, it's temptation. It's led them many times. The way that society conditioned them to believe that it wasn't as kind of, they allowed themselves to be conditioned to believe that it wasn't as unhealthy or toxic as it truly was. They're finally understanding, because I think it became so in their bloodstream. I'm hearing poison. in this like bloodstream. I think that this has become something that it became out of control for somebody, whatever it is. They were so blocked up to their heart. But the ironic thing here is it's actually the pain of their heart that was fueling them to stay stuck in past ways as well. Yeah, 9 of Wands. Could be going to rehab right now. I think they're seeking some kind of, I've heard seeking closure, so maybe it's something that was like igniting, fueling this, you know, like fanning the flames, right? Fire's coming through a lot here. Yeah, 9 of Swords. 9s are important. So yeah, 9, yeah, they're closing out. They've got some time. They're closing out whatever this cycle is. You know, with the closure, 9 of Pentacles here. So I've got 9 of Wands, 9 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. There's a new beginning ahead once they reclaim their power. It's not the first time they've tried to do this, reclaim their power. But like I said, they've been pits, but they've needed to see the pits that they could easily fall in, because then they can understand what it is that was still pulling them down, right? So another tarot deck, but I just want to confirm messages for this energy. Okay, so again, this could be the masculine energy within you, okay? Got the Queen of Coins here, but it's in reverse. So I think that's more about focused on yourself. You know, the Queen of Pentacles, she can really be such a giving energy, such a nurturer, right? And that can be really in her strength, but she also needs to remember that she needs to be her priority as well. Okay, energies, not genders. Yeah, 8 of Coins again in reverse. That's really interesting. So it's kind of like, it's that energy. It's like someone wanted to work on something, but it's like going over and over and over and over again, and it's just not working, right? But it's gradual. Just had a cough then. I think someone hasn't been speaking their truth, which hasn't been helping them. It's kind of been, don't forget the sacral chakra, the Swadhisthana chakra and the throat chakra, they're connected. So in order for the emotions to flow from that hip, you need to also allow your expression to flow, which is led by the heart. And this is what someone hasn't been doing. So it's kind of like they felt like they're going over and over the same thing again. How can I get out of this, you know? It's not easy. It's not easy. Okay, so now 6 of Swords again. Got 6 of Swords twice here, okay? So better times ahead, this says. This is really interesting. Better times ahead. They really are I think that there's something about their forward vision right now. 3 of Swords in reverse. That's beautiful. So they're overcoming the sorrow that has been fueling them. That's why there's better times ahead now. Temperance card there as well. So it's definitely something about there's been an imbalance, and they know this. I just think that they haven't been dedicated to this enough, you know. I think maybe their attention has been elsewhere. Okay, maybe they've allowed themselves to be distracted in other ways. And now it's kind of the Lovers, the bottom of the deck, union energy. This is pulling them. They're feeling the strong pull of this. And it's guiding them. So it's beautiful. It's a divine light that's guiding them. That's really good. That means that the blocks of the heart are being cleared, which is healthy and beautiful. It's going to really allow them to feel so much more fulfilled than they ever have, in a way that you can't even explain. A hit of pleasure, whatever it is. You think that, you know, when you're outsourcing that, you think that, oh my God, that's exactly what you needed, right? When it comes to the heart, it's like a whole nother level of fulfillment. It's like a pleasure you can't even explain. But I think that's another thing that they fear, because they think, okay, so what if I feel that? And then it goes, something about that's really important, because they need to, it's also about honoring the moment, being present in the moment. You had that moment. It's not about holding on to it, attaching to it. So, you know, it's about saying, you know what, that's so beautiful that I experienced that. So we've got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. It says lacks direction as well. So it's quite ironic, really, because I feel like got the Knight of Coins and the Queen of Coins in reverse. I think someone has been way too self-indulgent and focused on the things that were pulling them away from, basically they're feeding their sorrow, okay? But there are better things ahead now, because they're actually understanding how to work on themselves better, how to work on this better. They're dedicating themselves to the right direction, to the right path, right? And they're not, it's like that with that strength card, they're overcoming they're finding strength over their inner child, number one, because don't forget, you can have the body of an adult or whatever, but 3 of Wands, manifesting your dreams, but within you is your inner child that can still be taking the reins, as I usually say. The decisions you're making, the actions that you're taking are led by the wounds within you that haven't been addressed, right? But someone's overcoming that. They're finally finding strength over their inner child, you know. I feel like they're becoming someone who's more trustworthy. But how do you do that? by becoming the person who you can trust. Oh my God, you got the King of King of Cups here. Emotional maturity. Confirmation. Beautiful. But I think that's just working on those inner demons. Hierophant. I think they've definitely had to deal. I think they might have had a lot of pressure on them from when they were a young age or something. Maybe to follow in the steps of someone is what I'm hearing. They could have father wounds as well, okay, especially with that Emperor there as well, okay. So yeah, the Hierophant, that's really like conforming sometimes. Not always, but it can often be about conformity. It's also about doing the right thing. If someone wants to they want to do the right thing now, led by their soul, not by their wounds, i.e. heart versus ego, okay? Oh my God, wow. That's really beautiful. Something about this is stuck, like, there's something about that crystal for someone. It's like, it could be like a ruby or anything, really. Carnelian's coming to mind, actually. This is an energy who could do with some carnelian, actually. I can tell, I can feel it. Passionate star, Ace of Wands, definitely got passion energy. Knight of Wands, they're learning how to hone in on that. Three of Cups, time to celebrate, it says. They've had a lot of celebrations, if you know what I mean. They've had a lot of indulging in that kind of energy. Yeah, okay. Seven of Coins, reversed, Devil, reversed. Okay. Yeah, I think that though they've aged over the years, it does say lack of growth, okay? So I feel like there's something about they haven't allowed themselves to truly mature, and that comes with facing yourself. Everything that you experience of your life, of your journey, is an opportunity for you to level up. Each time, level up. But somebody for a long time, they were just cycling. They were really stuck in a loop. That's a deep loop. You've got the Devil here, you know. Unhealthy patterns, it literally says that. Okay, so I've got two cards here. The Chariot, Six of Cups has come out again. There's definitely something here on the Sun. That's giving that King of Wands energy, radiant energy, okay? So we've got the Chariot and the Six of Cups again, so mirroring cards here. Strength of will, comforting connection. I think they have been stuck in their comforts for a long time. But I don't think they realised they were indulging their temptations, not just like the comfort of like their heart, you know. But they've got that strength of will now. They want to move forward. They've not done anything about this for a while, you know. They were stuck in this energy of kind of just I don't know. It's just maybe it's something mentally as well, you know, mental health kind of energy. But they're definitely regaining some kind of passion here, some energy, the drive in the right direction. Okay, they're seeing what's worth fighting for. Okay. They're learning what's worth fighting for, and when to not to say stop, but when to surrender and find that silence and stillness within. There's a difference. This is definitely someone who's preparing, and it's kind of like this energy of preparing how to do things together, how to be. I'm hearing a team player specifically. Maybe they're used to being like, they're definitely not someone who conforms, or they're moving away from that energy of conformity. I don't know, I feel like it's really strange. I'm hearing people pleasing, but I'm also hearing they're not a sheep, you know? They don't want to just like, they see like the things that they don't want to be, and it's a lot of what society programs you to do, right? But at the same time, it's kind of like they're falling into these patterns. And the Five of Swords has come out again, following the heart as well here with the Knight of Cups. And right about now, they're really being prepared for whatever this is that's moving forwards. Okay, let's find out. Oh, straight away, masculine energy. Man, that just came out, man. So yeah, it's the masculine energy being worked on. Don't forget the masculine energy, you know, within is that stability, that safety, you know. You want to be trusted and secure, right? Without, you know, you see the pitfalls that you could fall in, and you recognize what tools you've created so you don't fall back into them. You bring yourself out. So that means you are trusting yourself, which means you can be someone who can be trusted. You're not just going to like be disloyal to yourself, to your path. You're devoted to your path. You're operating in integrity and discipline. These are the beautiful, attractive qualities of that divine masculine within you. The rings at the bottom, this is confirmation about cycles being, agreements being like coming to their closure now, provided someone takes the right steps, right? They're listening, they're honoring, they're healing. Yeah, the cross. There's been there's been a lot of like necessary emotional loss. It's like they've had a lot of duties as well. Okay. We've got again, another confirmation about doing things together, collaborating, being a team player. I think this might have been someone who used to be quite selfish, wanted what they wanted. Ball and chain. I think that's confirmation of them clearing through that energy that I was talking about, That's about like that restrictive energy, codependency, difficult relationships. Maybe they found relationships difficult, I was just about to say. And this is the teacups, bottling one's emotions. Comfort as well. So there's certainly something about staying in their comfort zone that they're really needing to heal through. Got the birds here, so it tells me that them actually communicating about their feelings is not easy for them at all. They really fear the consequences, okay? Chandelier. So that's status, elegance, sophistication. Theatre could be important to somebody. Card always reminds me of the Phantom of the Opera with that chandelier. Yeah, so they indulge in that ball and chain energy. They haven't spoken to anyone for a long time about it. They've bottled it all in. It does say you time as well on that card. So there could be someone who like really needs that them time. But I think what they don't realize is that they're so plugged in to the energies around them. Strategic planning, dominoes. Oh, they're realizing. That's that masculine energy. Communication, doorbell. Oh, okay. So they're planning some kind of movement forward here. That brings through, it's like that bridge is actually really beautiful because it feels like uniting, coming together, finding collaboration and communication in a way that's really healthy. I think this is what's being planned right now. Something about divine intervention is a big deal. So, this could be really unexpected for both of you. I have a feeling that this is somebody who was very much my way or the highway. Okay. There's something about government institutions as well. They must be really like connected to things. Or okay, church, yeah, definitely. There's something about their culture, the society they've been in that's really programmed them to be a certain way, which is why they found it really difficult, especially as a masculine energy, to be connected to their emotions. And with that Six of Cups that keeps coming out, it's from a very young age. Home, house, literally. It's about how they've grown up. Dark to light, something's coming to light about their upbringing. They're really, and it's kind of like they're not afraid now to own that. Could be to do with a sibling, okay? Wild card. Ooh, unexpected. They could have that energy, head of the pack. Ooh, they could be quite, with that chandelier as well, they might be quite wealthy or have quite like high status in that sense. Ah, interesting. The avalanche. Major force, uncontrollable, chain reaction, unexpected, wipeout, imminent danger, emergency, external force, builds momentum, sudden. I think this is to do with that wild card energy. I actually feel like it's someone who, when they know what they want, like they're going to go all in. It's like no one and nothing can stop me. They just need to remember that strength of will again. Again, masculine energy at the bottom of the deck. They could be connected to somebody. Sunrise. That's really beautiful. They could enjoy the sunrise. Number 6, happy beginning, a new day, darkest before dawn. Okay, ball and chain. Learning how to heal through that, learning how to express yourself and feel. Hope, clarity, obstacles overcome, problems end, bright future, awakening, fresh start. Beautiful. So once they heal with that, I honestly think they're dealing with their emotions. I think that the emotions that have been trapped beneath the surface for a long time, they're coming up and it might be a lot for them to handle. Okay, they haven't seen things clear for a very long time. They haven't seen that divine feminine energy for a very long time. That could be internally. Again, that is to do with healing your emotions, right? Right at the bottom of the deck, green light, there's a message coming. Again, confirmation about communication. Clarity, when I say someone's gaining clarity by understanding, it's kind of like, hold on, you were right. That kind of energy is coming through. It's really interesting. Hornet's nest. I think that they just, every time they even think about communication or accessing that kind of level of feeling, they think, oh my God, there's going to be aggression, there's going to be a hostile environment, it's going to blow up, they just don't want to deal with this energy. My God, the kind of relationships they might have experienced since they were young, it's just like hostile. It's just like any kind of expression of emotion leads to anger, leads to like really negative consequences. Oof. They don't know how to communicate at all, like their emotions, and that's because they've never been taught. This is what they're learning though, they're healing through, but that's not nice because that just prevents them from having a really truly fulfilling connection from the heart. Diamond ring. Next level. They're getting prepared for this. They're getting prepared for this next level. They're learning how to honor their heart. I do think though this comes with they're getting some kind of help externally, but also honoring who isn't the right, like who continues to feed this energy, this hostile environment, this they're feeling stung all the time. Anytime they try to express themselves, they're just left feeling hurt, and so they just don't bother anymore. You know, they've been there. You know, maybe this was their experience with like this feminine energy who, you know, Six of Cups is from the past or something. Maybe there was a mirroring thing where you both really brought this out in each other, you know, the darkness. Okay, this is perfect timing. The clock. It's happening all in divine orchestration. Okay, number 19. Culmination, incremental, bit by bit. It's getting there. Longevity. It starts bit by bit so that it can last everlasting, basically. Origins, standing the test of time, past, present, and future. So I do think that this is something about coming back to something. The origins, okay, the root. It could be, again, that inner child truly being addressed. Someone's finding a solution. Finding a solution. They're paying attention to their own red flags. You're helping them to understand, like, red flags around them, yeah. People, things that are just like that bird in the wire, the winding road. They've constantly been, their blocks haven't just been their own internal blocks. It's been people around them. They care too much. They have cared a lot about other people's opinions. They've fed into this, and it's like taking them ages to really take these voices out of their mind and just like pay less attention. I think there is something about needing to remove someone or something that in healthy ways, you know, release that connection that still seems to be energetically present, and therefore comes through this birds in a wire. Someone's always like has something to say, an opinion. They're finding a solution to removing that, and I think it's taken a while. Blueprints 14. They're really laying down the work here. They want to begin something new, and they're finding the key, the answers on how to do this. And it's all coming because they're finally unraveling themselves. Oh my God, I said that. The light bulbs, ding, ding, ding. Enlightenment, the church. Again, it did come out Maverick, yeah. They're not conforming to this anymore. That Maverick is like independent, breaking the rules, doing what, you know I'm being called to. Cowboys could be important for someone. But that church is about, you know, structure, cultural programming, and they're like, nope, not anymore. They're finally seeing through it. Wow, and that underneath there as well as a lily. That's really like mature, really kind of, you know, they're grounded through ambition, achievement, sexuality in a healthy way. You know, really honouring that energy, not being led by it, right? Beautiful. I also think this is someone who's learning how to create less problems for themselves, basically. They've done that a lot. They've spoken too much to the wrong people. I don't know, it's something bad that's coming through, but I don't think they're just, because they're so good at bottling up their emotion. I don't think it's that I think that maybe they've been involved in, like, you know, like gossip, that kind of energy. This makes them untrustworthy. Wow. Okay, got Virgo energy, got the Empress has just come out as well. That's really interesting. Okay, solar flash as well. Cardinal energy, beginnings, time to get things going. They're ready. This is Virgo season as well. I think they're honing in, they're learning that divine feminine energy, and there's something about this Virgo season that's really kind of getting them that chariot energy, that strength of will to go, you know, to get that key and to reach this next level. Okay, element of air, it's developing. This is about communication as well, again. Oh my God, the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Leo, the Sun, vitality, creativity, success, purpose. This is someone who's now finally driven by their purpose. Got the King of Wands, got a lot of fire energy, okay, but then the Emperor has just come out as well. The Emperor and the Empress. My God, and got the Magician again. So someone's really focused. Like they want to, I'm just seeing this. And the way it matches these colours as well. Like they're seeing this next level. I'm talking agreement. You know, I'm talking, they're seeing that they want higher level. The Hierophant did come out. And therefore, they need to be that version who can express their feelings, number one, and really hone in on this ability to be the safety required for this divine feminine energy. Again, I feel like there's something about that happening internally, learning your feelings, how to hold space for that. That's where you find your independence. You're not going to become codependent on someone or something else outside of you because you trust yourself. There's definitely something about coming into union that's really important. 1111 could be important for someone because this card, it's just the way that wants to come through. It's not even, it's like one card, the only 1111 card, that we are coming into union. Someone really, they want to let their guard down, but fear makes them lash out. Triggered inner child, right? Learning your own patterns. You're learning how to not put that onto each other. Someone's really, when they get triggered, this is what hurts them, and this is what they're learning how to release. There's this need to stay positive here, okay? There's something good. This is really beautiful image as well. And number 10 could be important for someone. And the planets are activating us to heal and bringing us closer together, surrender to the changes. This is about eclipse season, I feel like, especially with that Virgo card that came out. That's like very, like, we're in the midst of the eclipse season. We're coming into it, but we're, the energies surrounding you are here now. Freeing yourself so you're not blaming each other anymore. It's really, it's powerful. There is communication coming through, but there's nothing that's nothing's telling me what it's going to be or when, right? There's a reason for that. I think there's this energy of honor the space. Hold faith in this sunrise. Hold faith in that. And in this power of your heart, in the strength that you have gained through the fires you have faced and really risen through. There's a reason that message came through at the beginning about love being many different things. And it's time to start being more selfless and less selfish, I think, with the right people. Because I feel like it's about claiming your energy back to you from where it has been taken or where you have let it go. And now it's time to put those healthy boundaries up. Spiritual protection is important for this, and really honor the heart that you are moving towards, which comes with honoring yours first. For this particular connection that I'm picking up on, wintertime and springtime are really important in terms of some kind of cycle that you both have, okay? And this is what you're going to need to close. So there's going to be communication coming through. It just keeps coming through, okay? But it's going to highlight to you what is still not being seen properly. And this is going to be the opportunity for you to finally clear through that. The external energies, it's going to be time to clear through that. That's what's going to help you understand this. Someone's taking small action. They're really preparing for this. They've been thinking about it. There's certainly something about Virgo seeds that's important here, okay? But yeah, over the next 2 weeks as well, 2 to 4 weeks, it says here, there's going to be something. Someone's truly against the will, Saturn. When I say duty, cycles, accomplishments, when I say that cycle is really allowing this next level to come through, that next level soul agreement to come through and clear out this energy that's just been blocking that. This is what someone's really working on, and it's happening. And between now, but the next 2 to 4 weeks is going to be some kind of, I feel like that's when the communication's coming through. There's some kind of mental breakthrough, okay? There's definitely some kind of mental breakthrough. It's going to really help you to express yourself, but it's going to also allow you to see what still the blocks are, so you can end those cycles, because that's a very internal thing. That's like you healing, okay? You're like helping each other to become the next level of you, okay? This deck literally just split itself, and it's showing the lovers again, union. It says on that card as well, so that's important. Big yes energy at the bottom here. That's divine masculine energy as well within you. Really that power, that energy, that fulfillment, that vigor, that success is on the mind, okay? We do have the snake that's come out with the woman, but then we've got new beginnings here, okay? So I think feminine energy needs to be mindful, like internal feminine too, of any kind of jealousies, okay? Just say silent treatment here. So it's kind of like holding the space in your heart space for forgiveness. It doesn't mean you have to accept anything less than what you deserve, okay? But it's kind of like just freeing yourself from that energy. That's just, keeps you stuck, saying there's going to be some things that come through to really clear through, to finally understand the truth of the situations and what the truth is about what's been blocking both of you, okay? There's something here, the hidden possibilities. There's more than meets the eye. Something that can truly has potential to grow into something beautiful, okay? Big yes, okay? Sending love.